Green Lanterns issue 1 by Sam Humphries on writing duties and Robson Roca on the art. So this was, I think, definitely our weakest out of the. 2 weeks ago when we talked about all the Rebirth issue ones, it was the same like 4 books. We said this was the weakest, and I still kind of feel that after reading this.
Yeah. Yep, not to tip my hand too much, I agree.
Yeah. And it did a lot of the same things that worried me. It started off with some space opera stuff that I'm really not that interested in. I like the same things that I liked before. I like Jessica Cruz, I like Simon Baz being the buddy cops. But one thing that was really abundant to me after finishing this book was I really don't want the Red Lanterns to be the villains for this first arc. I kind of want to be away from all that for a while.
Yeah, I almost had hope on that first page where it's going through the emotional spectrum and stuff, and Jessica, I think it's Jessica's narration where it is, and she's basically like, I don't care, I just want to focus on my duty here on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what I want. I want that.
Yeah, and them being called out to a crime scene is cool. I like that.
And I like to jump too forward in the story. It is a typical cop story, even though they're space cops, because you have a federal agency come in and say this is our crime scene.
Yeah, this is not your jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, Humphreys, that was cool. Like, as long as he keeps it like that, I don't mind the Red Lantern stuff as long as this is just a bridge to get to what's new.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to care about the Red Lantern side of the story, though, for me.
And we'll get there when we get to the end of the story, but there's more going on with them.
Yeah.
The fact that they managed to infect people without rings, that's weird.
Yeah, obviously that's the main plot strand here, is that they're infecting people, and that's what the crime scene they go to, is that there's this guy who's been infected, and he's doing whatever, and he's endangering people, and we have this.
I will say I really
thing.
like his Red Lantern's logo painted on him, what looks like blood on his shirt.
I almost wished, like, here's my problem with the Red Lanterns, actually. I don't actually mind this plot of, like, them infecting people, but I feel like the Red Lanterns themselves, Atrocitus and,
Please.
I feel like we shouldn't cut to them and have, like, conversations between them. I feel like they should be left in the background as, like, the mysterious people orchestrating this, and we should just see the effects of people becoming, like, rage-fueled and, like Connor said, painting the logo on their shirts and stuff, and, like, the idea of this Red Lantern, like, almost cult kind of thing happening because it's infecting people. If it was just that and it focused on that and the effects of that, and saved Atrocitus and that for, like, issue 4, issue 5, when the arc's, like, ramping up towards the conclusion, when you reveal your big villain. Like, it was just when it cut to, like, a couple of pages of, like, Atrocitus, like, talking to
monologuing,
Bleeze and monologue. I'm just like, I don't really care about this.
Less is always more with Atrocitus, because they turned him into Space Punisher. Where you were sympathizing with him for what he's been through, and kind of you just want him to burn stuff down.
I think it's really hard with the Red Lanterns as well, because only Atrocitus and I think Bleeze can really talk, right? Yeah. Most of them are just rage screams.
Right.
And that makes it hard to care about them as a whole, because he has to carry everything conversationally. And that
I do love Dexter, though, going back to my cat thing.
Of course you do.
But that's...
I just thought of something. I want Damien to adopt Dexter.
He can try.
Bat Cow. He doesn't need any more pets. He's got Titus and Bat Cow.
Yeah, but if there's one hero that can tame the angry cat, it's Damien. They're suited for each other.
I don't know. I see him throwing the cat, because it scratched him, and he's like, okay, enough of you.
I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed we never got that when Kara was a Red Lantern. We never got her bonding with Dexter.
Oh, yeah, that'd have been nice. Yeah.
I totally forgot that was a thing.
Yeah,
when that got involved.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff I like I said, the stuff I liked was the two characters and their banter together. And then, I liked them building the supporting cast. I liked Jessica with her sister in the supermarket.
Yep.
But...
Simon with his,
family,
including his liaison, who is officially part of the family as he's having dinner with them.
Do you know what the thing with this? Go on,
Connor.
So the thing with this book is, I care about these characters, and I want to see more of them, but I don't care about any of the story, and I don't know how long that's enough to sustain it.
Yeah, I can definitely see us finishing the first arc and seeing what maybe the second arc's going to have for us. Because the good thing about the double shipping is we'll get there fairly quickly.
Yeah.
So we can see how it pans out. But I mean, I didn't like I say I did still mostly enjoy reading it. It's just it is easily the one that I was least interested or excited about
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the
What I
plot's
was
not
going to
that good.
mention is we got a new Lantern Power, which with the Emerald Sight,
Oh yeah,
which is
that's
a
right. Yeah.
nice little introduction here.
Yeah, I like how the ring actually announced it as well. It's like,
Yeah.
Simon Badge, you have the ability to experience Emerald Sight.
So yeah, I'm open to it for a little more. I mean, he seeded Bleeze in there pretty well when they were talking to the guy with the blood painting on his shirt.
Hmm.
You know, he said
Yeah.
the blue skin girl said that I'd have a ring.
It did take me a minute though. At first, I thought he was talking about like some sort of guardian.
Yeah. So did I for a second. Then I remembered who we were dealing with.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
I think I thought it was a Guardian until we seen Bleeze and I was like, oh, it'll be her. I mean, you know. So yeah, I don't have much more to add to Green Lantern's.
I say I really like the bum heartbeat just kind of underneath on page. My only problem is that it alternates pages after a while. I think I'd have preferred it just in the background on every page. Like just a
Yeah.
bit smaller. It would have had more of an effect if it was continuous.
Yeah. Also, Hell Tower, not the most subtle name. Humphreys.
Yeah,
You know.
it's a Red Lanterns. What are you gonna do?
The Hell Tower of Anger and Rage.
Yeah, like that's what it was. So, but yeah,
All right,
I do
okay.
like that the next issue is called Mall Cops though, but
Yeah.
MAUL.
yeah.
Oh well, yeah, that's kind of amusing. I do enjoy a good pun.